What's up, Fantastic? It's Tamar. Today we're in the kitchen and we're going to be making some rice. So, first step, get your rice. So I have to dig it out of this cabinet. Hold on. This is the rice that I have, King's basmati rice. Rice is very important to us Armenians. So, yeah, you gotta make your rice right. So this is how you're gonna do it. I'm gonna measure out a cup on this table over here. I'm going to get a pot. And it's important that you rinse your rice before you cook it. Don't just add water right now and be like, I'm good to go. Because when you can't even see my face in this frame. Because when you rinse it, you're getting rid of a lot of the starchiness, and that's what causes it to stick together. I can't speak. That's what causes it to stick together and not be finely separated long grains of rice. Now, if you really had time, you could soak it for a half hour, but let's be real, I have to go to work in 10 minutes. Not 10, maybe a half hour. But I also have to shower because I'm disgustingly dirty. You can kind of see, I don't know if you can see, the water is pretty clear. It's clear enough. I'm just gonna get cooking. A good ratio to keep in mind for how much water to add is 1 to 1.75. So if you have a cup of rice, add a cup and 3/4 of water. Here, sorry you can't actually see what I'm doing. It's there's nowhere to really put my phone. I'm just pouring water into this pot. You can see my armpit. That's very helpful, I'm sure. We're going to let this boil for about 5 minutes until a lot of the water goes away. There's a little bit left. Because I'm going to later add some raisins and some lentils. You don't have to do this, but I like adding these things in my rice because it tastes good. So this has been boiling for about 5 minutes. I'm going to take it off the heat and put it in a strainer. This is really difficult to do, by the way. Okay, so I just dumped it. Ugh. You can see all the steam. I dumped it in a strainer. Give it a good rinse so it cools down. Now, it's not fully cooked, but that's the point, because we're gonna steam it with all the other stuff in it in the same pot, because why make more dishes for yourself if you don't have to? I'm going to just line the bottom of this pan with some, this is grapeseed oil, olive oil, any kind of oil, just something so that the rice won't stick to the bottom. You don't need that much, just so the whole, swirl around, give it a good swirl. I have a cup of raisins and an ambiguous amount of lentils. You could use a cup, but I'm just living on the edge and not measuring my ingredients. Just measuring things, it'll turn out how it turns out. So I put some lentils, put some raisins. That looks good. So you can see, I just layered some stuff. And then I'm gonna do the same thing again. Put another layer of rice. Basically, you want to start with a layer of rice on the bottom and then end with a layer of rice on the top. So I saved a little bit. That's what my masterpiece looks like. And now what I'm gonna do, get it back on the range here. And what I'm gonna do is make little holes like this. And I'm gonna add some butter. If you have butter, you can add butter, real butter, but I'm lactose intolerant, and so I use Earth Balance, the red one. I don't know what the difference is, but I've had many of the colors, and I suggest red. I'm just dropping it in those little holes I made with the spoon. You can add whatever amount you feel necessary. There's a lentil in my butter. I hate when things get in the butter. It grosses me out. Now the important part. You're gonna take a towel, like such. This one's from IKEA. It does not matter where it's from. And you're just going to place it on top of your pot. Like such. And then you'll put the lid on. like such. So it looks like this. And then fire. And make sure you want to simmer it so basically as low as it can go. And what's going to happen is the steam is going to cook the rice for the remaining 20 to 30 minutes. So I'm just going to let this sit here for 20 to 30 minutes while I shower, because I'm disgusting. And then I will be back to show you the final finished dish. Cool? Cool. Safety first. Hi. Everything is hard. This looks good. I don't know what I did with my spoon, so I will get another one. Alright. I'd say it looks good to me. I'm gonna turn off the heat and move it over here. Yeah. So, yeah, that's the final thing. Just some raisins and lentils and really good rice. That is all. Thanks for cooking with me today, and I will see you next time. Bye.